I saw a picture of her on Time magazine today. She looks like the most beautiful actress ever to live. It was a drawing, and actually, she looked very much like our great first lady, Melania. She didn't look. She didn't look like Camilla. That's right. But of course, she's a beautiful woman. So we'll leave it at that, right?
I mean, Donald Trump really tripling down on how weird he indeed is. Said his competition for the president of the United States, Kamala Harris, looks like his wife Melania and looks like the most beautiful actress to ever live, in a very strange, all over the place conversation with Elon Musk Monday night on X. The former president joined the richest man on earth on X Spaces for what they promoted as a game-changing conversation, but in reality was just over a 2-hour-long, super friendly conversation full of major tech problems, and left people wondering what was up with Trump's suddenly very prominent lisp. Trump went into an aggressive attack on Harris, saying she's a terrible leader, and another example of what seems like his very rapid cognitive decline, shifted into talking about her beautiful appearance. First, he tried to attack her on her ability to lead by saying, we need smart people and people that have the ability to lead. She doesn't have that ability. Can you imagine her with Chairman Xi Jinping, the president of the Republic of China? And Musk agreed that it would be, quote, silly if she did that. I don't understand it at all. He then replied, Trump, she is terrible, she is terrible. She's getting a free ride. Just always these implications that she didn't earn where she is in her life. He then super randomly switched into talking about Harris's look, saying she looked like his wife. Quote, I saw a picture of her on Time magazine today. She looks like the most beautiful actress to ever live. And that was an article about the Harris campaign being the swiftest vibe shift in modern American political history, but Trump's focused on her looks. Here's the Time magazine cover Trump is referring to, this drawing of Kamala Harris, and this is what his wife, Melania, looks like. Maybe I'm missing it. Can we see them side by side possibly? Can I? Okay, there we go. Don't see it at all. Don't see it at all, but maybe I'm missing something.
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it.
Then, of course, they went on. Musk awkwardly tried to change subjects, and Trump went on to lie over 20 times, saying Venezuela's sending us rapists and murderers, his favorite OG line, that sea levels will only rise 1/8 of an inch over the next 400 years, when in fact they'll rise more than that every year. Go on about how much he likes Kim Jong-un and fawned over Musk's ability to easily fire people, calling him the greatest cutter for firing staff if they complain about bad working conditions.
Yeah, well, ironically, we had a "you're fired" shirt for Donald Trump after he lost in 2020. But he, you know what? I just realized. By the way, you can get that at shoptyt.com. And hopefully, after he loses this time around, we'll sell more of it as well. Okay, so check that out. We'll have the link down below. There it is. You're fired. But we bring that up ironically because that was his tagline, right? On Apprentice, that's what he got even more famous for. So it's not surprising that him and Elon Musk were talking about, oh yeah, we love firing people. Well, we're gonna talk more about that later in the show. In terms of she never earned anything. She was district attorney, then attorney general, then senator, then vice president. Look, I'm not overly fond of politicians, and I'm not that impressed when they win a race after they, stuff their campaign full of contributions from corporations and all sorts of other things, right? But if you're saying she's not, that's a lot of qualifications. What else did you want? Like you say, is there something else that you needed her to do? And becoming vice president is not easy, right? You have to really work your way up there, and then somebody picks you, but somebody picks you if you're on the other side too. I mean, couldn't you make the same argument for J.D. Vance, who didn't have that kind of political career, and then Trump picked him when he's just a very new senator. So that makes no sense at all. But of course, now the main thing is the looks, right? Why he's bringing it up is inexplicable. Two, it's unsettling. Like apparently he was looking at how hot Kamala Harris was on the cover. Okay, weird. And he's saying, oh, she looks so good, she looks like my wife, even weirder. Especially when she doesn't look anything like your wife. Okay, I know Trump doesn't know this, but Kamala Harris is black, your wife is white. a little bit of a different. Or in Trump's world, she just turned black. You remember when you thought she just turned black? Is Melania black? Is she Indian? I don't get it at all about the comparison. But now that you're forcing us into this conversation, I think Kamala Harris looks better in real life than she does on the Time cover. I don't think it was a particularly flattering picture.
No, it's a strange picture, but at least Trump is maturing. He didn't say she looks beautiful like my daughter. So
yeah, which he has in the past.
That's a positive.
I guess we'll take our wins where we can find them. Are we not merciful?